Hey guys, welcome back. It's Deedsy. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be doing a VR challenge, which I'm pretty excited about. Been enjoying the different comic book challenges we've had. So I've got, comic books on the display back here. This one is going to be for Bearded and Cole's Comic Claims. This is going to be a villain challenge, and they wanted you to basically show your top 10 covers with your favorite villains. It's ones you own. You can like the story that's in it, or like the villain that's on the front, or like the cover, it sounds like. So I've got my top 10 here, and I'm just going to jump into those and show you guys kind of what I've got. Here is my number 10. And it's hard to get the whole comic on the screen here. This is X-Men number 33. And this has got Sabretooth and Gambit, which is a weird combo because most of your Sabretooth would be involving Wolverine. Shockingly, I don't have any covers that I could find that had Wolverine and Sabretooth on it that were that cool. I had some that were kind of like small, but they weren't like really big. And I really like this one here because Sabretooth is one of my favorite characters. He's just like a crazy animal, basically, and he just goes after Wolverine. They just fight and roll around in the dirt like, a couple of kittens all day long. It's pretty funny. So I like him as a character. He's just ruthless and just hates Wolverine so much. It's just fun. But this one, he's going to go after Gambit, and I like how Gambit's like oblivious, hanging out with the gargoyle there, and Sabretooth's just about to pounce on him. His claws look really cool. I like the art, and overall, this is a good series. One of my favorites. So I've been collecting this one for a while. I've almost got the whole thing through all the series. So that is my number 10. I'm going to kind of stand up here and kind of lean up here so they can kind of see those without making a mess here. All right, number 9. And I am a Star Wars fan as well. And one of my favorite characters, which was very short-lived, was Darth Maul. And this is Darth Maul number 1. I saw this little set come out. I think it was like a 5-part series. I got the whole series for him. Obviously, the dual lightsaber is really cool. When the Phantom Menace came out and that commercial came out where Darth Maul pulls out that second blade on the lightsaber, that was probably the biggest, coolest moment ever in Star Wars history, I feel like. So that was pretty awesome. Definitely short-lived in the movie. Had a couple cool lines and a great battle with Obi-Wan. This story was a pretty cool story. Definitely like Darth Maul. He's definitely one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I was happy to see him come back in the Rogue One movie for like a little bit of cameo. So I hope he's in the Obi-Wan show. I don't know if he will be for sure, but I'm hoping he is. So that is going to be my number 9. Let's see if I can get these to stand up here. These are obviously not made to hold comics, but we'll make it work. All right, this is my number 8. Not necessarily my favorite villain, but I definitely like the comic book, and I like the cover a lot. This is X-Men Unlimited number 4, and my villain on here is Mystique, which I think is a really cool villain. I liked her in the movies too, the original X-Men instead of like the newer ones, But she's a cool character. Her and Magneto working alongside each other a lot, and her and Apocalypse a lot, which are 2 of my favorite villains as well. I think she's just cool, able to shapeshift and just do all kinds of, create all kinds of mischief. This is a really thick book too, and I really like the cover on it. I just like the big bold X-Men Unlimited. It's a pretty sweet cover. So that is my number 8. Here is my number 7, and this is one of my favorite villains, Juggernaut. He's just so much fun. He's not really a mutant. He's got his magical powers, a little weird rock that he has. I can't remember what it's called. But in this series, it's Deadpool. This is actually Deadpool's 2nd series ever. And Juggernaut's fighting Deadpool, which is just crazy that he's in both these ones. I mean, he was great in the movie. If you've seen the Deadpool 2, they actually recreated Juggernaut in a better format than that original film, X-Men 3. They did some justice there. He's just a fun character, and that was a really good representation of just like how destructive this guy is. Just a massive ball of power. So really cool character. Always enjoyed him. He's just lots of fun. You can barely see Deadpool's reflection in the helmet there as he's throwing these ninja stars, which is basically pointless. But cool cover. Really like this one a lot. And I really love this series a lot too. It was definitely a really good one. Definitely a really funny with the comedy between Deadpool and him is pretty great. And then this is my number 6. I think I'm on the right one, 6. And this is X Factor, Executioner's Song. This is part 10 of that series. I think it was like a 16-part series. It was a pretty good series, but I'm a really big fan of Apocalypse. I didn't have any covers with him on it, and he just looks menacing on this cover. And I think he's just like an ultimate bad guy that you just basically can't stop. I love all the comics and the shows with him and Cable going at it. Two of my favorite characters. And I also thought the Archangel looked just absolutely menacing on this cover. Like, he's a good guy, but he looks pretty bad there. So definitely one of my favorite covers that I own right there of those two guys. And this is, wait, where am I? Am I number 6 or am I number 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that was 6. Okay, here's 5. And if you saw my Venom video, you probably know that Carnage is going to fall right behind. This is Maximum Carnage, number 13. This is right before the finale. And I love this cover because it's just Carnage's face. That's all it is. And he is just, you know, he's ready to go. Go kill Spider-Man, go kill Venom, whatever. Great series. One of my favorite series, actually, to read. Love playing the game back in the day on the Sega Genesis. And I think the Super Nintendo as well. But I always love playing that game as well. And then, yeah, I just love the series. I thought the cover is just super cool and just, you know, just creepy. So that is my number. Is that 6? I think I'm losing count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, that was 6. Or 5. I don't know. I lost count, guys. Sorry. This is actually number 4. So I only have 4 left. So here's number 4, and it is a Venom one. He is, you know, a good guy later, an anti-hero, if you would. But he is definitely a villain in this one. He's definitely wants to kill Spider-Man and thinks he did, but he didn't. Spider-Man obviously tricks him and with some body on this island that they're on. Puts his costume on him, and he thinks he killed Spider-Man, which is really funny because, you know, he's not the sharpest. He does fall for his tricks, but I just love this one because he's just like holding it up. He's just so stoked. Like, I killed Spider-Man. Like, my life is complete. It's just so funny. So, yeah, it's Amazing Spider-Man number 347. I just love the cover just because Venom looks cool. And the story was just good. It was entertaining. I definitely like it a lot. So, yeah, and Venom is my favorite, one of my favorite heroes and villains, I guess, if you would. So, that's a pretty cool cover. And here's my number 3. And you're like, where's the villain on this one? You got to get it in the light here. Let's see if I can get a good reflection here. Maybe you can barely tell. Sorry, guys. Holograms don't pick up very well on the camera. You can kind of see it. That is Magneto right there in that hologram. And this was part of the Fatal Attraction series, a 6-part comics. Magneto basically fighting every mutant that is an X-Men, X-Factor, X-Force. I mean, like the whole lot of them, Excalibur. They're all fighting Magneto at one time, basically. It was just a great series. Obviously, it's big time known for Wolverine losing his adamantium when Magneto takes it out of him. Magneto is probably my favorite villain. I didn't have a lot of cool covers with him, but I love them with the hologram, so I want to show this one because I did collect these ones a lot. I really like him a lot just because I feel like he has so much depth to his character. He's like a villain, but at the same time, like you like understand why he is the way he is. Obviously, with his upbringing, the Holocaust, and all that kind of stuff. Just a really interesting take on a character, and I really enjoyed him in all the movies as well. Both Fassbender and Ian McKellen were amazing Magnetos, I feel like. So just love him. He's my favorite villain of all time. Just don't have a favorite cover of him, but I did love this series. It's super awesome. If you have never read it, definitely check it out. It is pretty sweet. And we've got 2 left. If I get these to fit, there we go. And this is my second favorite. It's a Venom Carnage one as well. It is part of the Maximum Carnage series. It's part 10 of the series. Again, I love this series. It's one of my favorite series to read between this one and the Fatal Attractions. I really like those a lot. I just love the look of this cover because Carnage looks just crazy. Like, he's obviously an insane person anyways, and he's just like going to town on Venom and Spider-Man. And I just love like his claws look really cool, and he's just like really using the symbiote to his advantage, obviously, to take these guys out. And I just think it just looks totally menacing. I think it's just a really, really cool cover. So that is my second to last there, my number 2. Right, these aren't fitting very well. Okay, and the last one. Last one has my favorite hero on it actually as well. That's what kind of makes the cover even better. But this is X-Men number 5. And this is Wolverine fighting Omega Red. Omega Red is a really cool villain. I do like him a lot. He's not my favorite villain, but he's still a really cool villain. He's going to be probably near the top for me. But this cover with him, Wolverine, is just awesome. And having Wolverine just go and him fighting on the cover just makes it that much better. This is my absolute favorite villain on a cover comic that I own. I think it's just overall a really cool one. And this is part of that, that 90s X-Men series. This is issue 5. So, the whole storyline, I like it a lot. I grew up, getting these comics at the store. I'd go to the shop or go get them at a local grocery store and pick them up off the shelves. So definitely like the story. It is a lot of part of my childhood. I like it a lot. So definitely a great cover. It is my absolute favorite cover. So there's my top 3. I got them set up there for you. So hope you guys like them. Definitely, check out Cole's channel. He's got some really cool stuff on there, and definitely this VR challenge was absolutely cool. Those guys do some great VRs. They've had a whole bunch of ones for different kinds of covers. I think they did I don't know if it was Marvel, but they did I don't collect all the different brands of comics that are out there, but they did different ones, like top 10s of different things, and they definitely put out a ton of cool challenges. So definitely check them out. This is a fun challenge to participate in. Hope you guys liked all my top 10 villains. Let me know which one of you guys' favorite one was, and that's it. Till next time, guys. Keep collecting comics and keep ripping cards.